What is happening, folks? Welcome to another episode, 9NerdYards. I'm your host, Blake, Money Blake Weather. Let's introduce the panel. Let's talk about all things Atlanta. Let's talk some conspiracies. Let's talk some theories. And we got a special guest just to do that. But before that, let's get to the regular members of the panel. We have Where's Zen, a.k.a. Jeff, straight out of the mean streets of Austin, Texas.
How's
Jeff,
it going,
how you doing,
buddy?
buddy?
I'm well. How about you?
I'm doing great, man. I got a little workout in. Also, is that galloping in the beat before? I don't know why I've never noticed
You've never noticed that?
I maybe I have, but I'm just like, I was like just chilling, drinking my little fizzy water, and I'm like, oh, that's galloping. Okay, we're trotting right along. So I don't know why I'm making a big deal.
You can actually find a link to the description for that artist. It's one of the subscribers, one of the Twitter folk. He goes by RAMXES, and his new album is Tetsuo. Oof.
Oh,
and that is The War Outside. Go check it out. It's a very vibe. If you like synthwave or just kind of like,
I've been playing a lot of Dynasty Warriors
kid.
So it reminds me of like something that's like on Dynasty Warriors.
Oh, it just ramps all the way up.
We should do a mini breakdown of his album when it comes out.
Yeah,
it's
cool.
out. It is out now.
Okay, well,
got something when we're done with Atlanta.
Let me. I don't know if we can break this down, but let me figure out what he calls this thing.
It'd be dope, and also
because we've been using it.
You know him, you love him. The president, the CEO, El Capitan. It's 9 of 9NerdYards. 9, what's up, baby?
Oh, one thought. Do you think that the Earth is flat in the Atlanta universe?
Ooh.
Are you asking if there's an ice wall?
I think it might be. There might be an ice wall in the universe. I'm waiting for the Night King to show up at the end of the season.
A whole inside joke from yesterday. But
So,
also on the panel tonight, hang on real quick now before we get started any further. He's been commenting on all of our videos almost all season long. We never got to meet him until today. It's Chris of Film Age Studios. Chris, what is up, man?
Hey guys, thank you guys for having me. I'm really excited and to talk to some true Atlanteans. So
AT-aliens, in the words of Outcast. Love it.
Yeah.
Kevin Daly, thank you so much for commenting. What's up, guys? The Tom Washington episode was extremely interesting. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Maurice came on and did his thing. And if you haven't already seen that episode, after this is over, go ahead and check it out.
It is
a
great interview, hilarious, charismatic dude. And then we also have a interview with another Atlanta alumni, Keith Holiday, who was in episode 6. I'll be definitely mentioning that when that video comes out. But right now I'm just mucking. But I do want to let you guys know, please, if you're watching this right now, just drop your most insane, crazy theories for what you think is going to happen by the end of the season. We have episode 9 tomorrow, and then next week, and that's a wrap. So, let's just see. I think this is definitely going to be one of the top theories right here.
Yeah.
Boy is going to die last episode. He might die next episode. He might be gone. Who knows? But
it looks like he finally found his safe farm. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I still don't know how safe that farm is in the trailer. So,
oof, yeah.
Looks straight out of Jeepers Creepers in that trailer, man.
Yeah, dude.
Bro, yeah.
All that.
Right?
I like how we know that he is, all of these Woods episodes, or like him getting lost, this wanderlust feeling every time Al has his one moment, one episode, and now he's just in the woods this time. Like he's on his farm.
He's living there.
Yeah, exactly.
Embracing jazzing it up.
Yeah. I also have just to start this off real quick. My theory is he's on a farm, but and they make it seem like it's some sort of creatures. I bet you it's just there's a bunch of wild pigs, right? There's a bunch of wild pigs in Texas, that people kill and they destroy farms, and they're very vicious and stuff. And it looked like whatever he was looking at, a shed or something, and it looked like the whole was closer to the bottom part of it. So like something rammed it in from the bottom. And it's Atlanta. So like as crazy as like things are, there's always a semblance of like something that's like real. Like there's always a good foundation of like, oh, it wasn't anything like super.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just a hallucination. Oh, it was just like some weird thing, you know. Oh, it's kind of ambiguous, but like there's always some sort of sense of like this is set in real life. So I don't know. That's a theory that I had as I'm sort of kicking this thing off.
Well,
the guy.
So we were talking a little bit about this beforehand about how things seem to be strung along from first season till now. So if we're looking at it that way, first episode, we see a gun. And what's the trope in plays? If you see a gun in the first act, someone's got to die by the third.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that, man, until you brought it up.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy.
Chekhov's gun for sure. Here, hold on. I need to send this link out to other people.
The guy from the first episode is going to get back at Paperboy. The guy that he never... we don't know if he's still alive, if he's dead. We don't know anything about it. If that would be so crazy if like, you know, that is the full circle comeback.
I'd like it better if Florida Man gets out.
Just don't go to Florida.
Full gator.
You're safe.
Yeah.
Let's see what else real quick before we get to you, Jeff. I also kind of hope Ern loses it all.
Ooh, okay.
That's a reverse pettiness. That's a reverse Uno card right there.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, here's the
question. How can he lose it all? Losing Van or losing Lottie? Like when you say all, is it like his celebrity? Because if anyone's going to lose it all, I feel like it would be Paperboy because he's the celebrity. And Ern looks like he's about to be taking on a lot more talent, doing different things while he's out in LA, in California.
Yeah.
So,
loses it all, loses career, loses money, loses family, loses everything. Again, I think that reverse Uno card.
What do you think Ern would consider all? His money and his career, or his family and Lottie and Van?
Going back to getting stunted on, going like everything that he as like holds value to, right? He holds value to. My career's going great. I'm making money. I'm doing this. I'm able to be a provider. Like I feel like that is the most empowering thing that he didn't have when we first met him in season 1. And that is the thing now. Like he's always wanted to be the one doing the stunting instead of getting stunted on. The man had money and couldn't even spend it. What was it like was season 2? Like, so
$100 bill.
Yeah. I like this. Paperboy's been on the verge of death so many times. It would make sense narratively that you close it out like that.
But the way the writers of Atlanta go, they don't do what you'd expect.
Right. They subvert expectations so much.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeff, kick us off, man. Give me a conspiracy. Throw something out there.
Well, as you can tell by my name today, where's Zan?
Right.
Yeah, you think it's still gonna come back? That is. Yeah, he was in that initial like teaser, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That is interesting.
I think that was looking back at it now after seeing everything so far. I think that trailer was meant to serve as like a proof of concept as to like what things like that. For instance, the cereal box is there, and that is a reference to the Van episode, and we get another Van episode this season. I think Zan, where Zan comes from, is connected to the pool hall. And the guy that was looking for Al.
That was from that episode, yeah.
From that episode.
The Streisand effect, yeah.
What gets me is we saw a different like Zan, it was clearly Zan, but like his hair was dyed and stuff. So I thought it was actually a scene from one of the episodes that I remembered him from. Am I wrong?
That's the thing, man. It's so weird. I don't know if I'm the only one that's been experiencing this, but for a while I was pretty confident at knowing all of these episodes. But going back, it's kind of like I'm kind of going through a Mandela effect. And certain scenes come at me out of nowhere, and I'm like, I don't remember that scene being there. or the way that scene looks. It looks so different than how I first interpreted it. And so I'm kind of dealing with that, which has been interesting. And I like Zan, I thought looked completely different as far as like, yeah. So who knows, man? I wouldn't be surprised if like Donald Glover like did some shit and was like, "Yo, we're gonna put a re-edited version that says the same thing,
Yeah,
but we're putting more stuff in just so people can rewatch it." And
or we're all getting a little bit crazier, and we're just noticing things that like we're like, "Oh, I've seen this now." I don't
gosh, have we gotten to this? Because I do want to say R.I.P. Takeoff, because we know that you know, the
Terry
producer Terry
it's just not alerting me to anything. I had this thing off silent.
Shout out Terry really quick.
What up, Terry?
This Mothra shirt.
Oh yeah, the jacket.
Everyone has one now.
If I had known, I would have been wearing mine right now, man. That's in my room.
And also sent me this pin. I don't know if I can, you know, this might get
like
it's a big booty Pokemon.
It is
thick Pokemon.
Having a hard time. Hard time getting that on.
Can't focus on all
see
that.
If I can.
There
it is, right here.
Oh,
dude, I'll tell you what, Mondo makes comfy fucking sweaters, man.
Yeah, this thing is really nice and light. I like it.
I got a couple of other things.
But yeah, like I was saying, RIP Takeoff. We know that like they had a pretty iconic appearance in Atlanta in season 1. Let's see here, who's showing up? Kevin Daly. His episode unfortunately now feels timely with real life events this week. I would say that episode feels very timely, and also just even episode 6, just like that shootout at the mall, just kind of like how, you know, the state of rap game, like when we talk about Takeoff, or just even recently B&B Rock passing away, to just this kind of like just senseless gun violence, man. It's like it's real as fuck out there, man. And it's really unfortunate that we make this connection with Atlanta, with a show that we all love. It has that layer of truth with it, right?
Yeah.
Where that is something that Al has experienced and he's completely at risk for, but in real life, like, no, we're actually losing people like this. But yeah, RIP, man.
Well,
yeah, RIP.
You had a good connection there, mentioned in the mall episode, because correct me if I'm wrong, but Takeout was, I mean, that was a bowling alley, right? Did I say Takeout? I meant Takeout.
I'll correct you on that real quick.
Thank you very much. Not my first beer of the night. But Takeoff was at a bowling alley too, so also a really public place, you know.
And
also, I just want to shout this out. I was just laughing at this.
And it's LaCroix too. LaCroix.
My fizzy water with my pinky out. Thank you so much, Eric. Chris, I think we're all here to like sort of hear about. First of all, just give us a little intro on you. All we know really is that you comment on our videos and you know a shit ton about Atlanta. Don't choke on us. Don't die on us now. We need to hear stuff. Come on. We need you alive for this, man.
That would be really unfortunate. But
Chris, give a little bit about yourself.
Holy shit.
Yeah, don't die on the stream. We're not responsible for that.
I don't know where you live. I can't call 911. I'll just be like, someone, please help this man.
But yeah,
Chris,
okay.
A little bit about yourself, and then like just start shouting out just some theories that you got about what's coming.
Okay. My name is Christopher A. Padilla, but you can call me Chris. I'm a film director and screenwriter. And I know I'm pulling off a big boomer move right here with the camera, not landscape. It's just I don't have a tripod, and it's an awkward sort of thing. But I've been watching Atlanta since the beginning, and I've been writing a show like about a year prior to it, and watching Atlanta, seeing it kind of, they're using a lot of things that I want, like standalone episodes was something that I didn't think that people could do in a show, and then Atlanta did half a season of it, and I was just like, okay, let's do this. All right, so people like weird and now, okay, cool. But I think I've seen Atlanta back to front at least 4 dozen times, and then that's not
you got to pump those numbers up.
Yeah. Well, I don't count the hiatus when they were gone, because I watched season 1 like religiously. But yeah, I've had theories since season 1, episode 5, confirming it at 7, and just been building them since. So I have 3.
Okay.
So I have 3 theories.
Hit us with your best shot.
Okay. So I'm gonna do the crazy one first. I'm just gonna go jump in deep.
And just so you guys know, like everyone in the chat right now, like the video, 1, and then
yes,
2, make sure that you post your most absurd, crazy theory, whatever you think is going to happen in these last 2 episodes. But let's rock out with Film H Studios.
Yeah,
okay. So, I don't believe it's not an original. The concept of it is not original. I've seen other people mention, but it's the simulation theory.
Yeah.
Okay. That's been brought up multiple times. Mm-hmm. And what I think, this is my crazy out of left field, whatever, they are in some sort of simulation with, and this is again crazy. I think it's Thomas. Thomas is in control of it, and he is doing like this Mr. Chocolate-esque Willy Wonka Oz thing where he's just reliving different versions of himself in order to like prove his blackness or something like that. Whoa. And the colors are red and white. Mm-hmm. And the where this took place, where this idea came from was the 5th episode of season 5 with Justin Bieber being a black dude. I had to pause and rewind. I'm like, where's Justin? I don't see Justin Bieber. Who is it? Oh shit. And I was just like, I'm like, wow, that's fucking funny. That's awesome. And then the 7th episode was a band episode. You saw all those commercials and just all this whole world, this whole universe. And I'm just like, man, this is great. This is great shit. And then it was around the season 1 finale. I'm rewatching it. And then they announced, I think, season 2 at some point. And then I look at the poster and then it just hits me. Just hits me. It's there. And I'm like, Atlanta. Look at Atlanta. It starts with an A and ends with an A. Mm-hmm. Starts with a T and ends with a T. The middle part is LAN. What does LAN mean? Like a LAN party. Like a LAN, like a computer.
Yeah, like internet, yeah.
Like internet. Okay. So that's where I locked it in. I was just like, maybe it is a simulation. Atlanta is a play on it, and it's Donald Glover being like, we'll call it Atlanta. It's in a simulation. There's LAN in the title. It's always going to be there, and it's just a cool little thing, little Easter egg for people type of stuff. Whoa. That's like my way out there thing. That's like, I don't think that's going to go that crazy, but again, I didn't think I was going to get that Goofy episode, man. And then I had to think about how that fits into all this. And then that Prince thing came up in my mind, and then that's where I'm like, oh, what if he's living different versions of himself? So
it's fascinating, and I like this one too. John Axon. My theory is it was all a dream. The last episode of this entire show is called "It Was All a Dream." Shout outs to Biggie. But yeah,
we got Andre Robinson. His mind is blown.
Mind blown. His mind is blown. If that's your craziest
I
one,
like what you're saying because it adds so much credence to the simulation theory. Like I can understand your through line with it.
Darius is a moderator. He's in it. He's because because here's the thing. He says he doesn't say too much stuff, but when he says stuff, the camera's always on him and he's always doing something. So this theory came to be when Darius met Cat Williams. I always forget his name, but he meets
Uncle Willie.
Uncle Willie, yeah, Alligator. So in that Alligator Man episode, Darius comes in and is like, "I would say nice to meet you, but I don't believe in
time as a concept."
So I'll say we've always met, right? Okay. Then I'm like, okay, so connecting back to episode 1, he's there and he's just like, "Oh, I'm getting mad deja vu. Where's the dog with the Texas on him? Oh, there he is." And it's like, I'm like, so oh shit, weird, he's do this again. But then it's just like with Darius, he's always wearing red and white when something bad is happening or when some big event takes place. So he's at the diner after Paperboy robs the club. And this is also important because he shows Paperboy the invisible car and he doesn't believe him. And in that same episode, you see the car hit a bunch of people. So he knows shit. So he's wearing a red and white shirt at a diner when he meets Al and them, and then the news says that Al's wanted for a robbery at a club. And so that's where that goes. He wearing white at the slumber party. He wears red and white PJs. He has a red and white hat on. And that's when Terry pushes the chick down the stairs and everything goes into chaos. Tracy. Tracy.
It's like Terry.
I'm losing it. I'm losing it, guys.
Terry,
I'm nervous.
Fucking Tyler Terry.
Oh God, no, not the big one. The hat when Derek. Oh,
before you go on, let me see if I can actually play this clip. It's from season 1, episode 2, just so I can add a little bit more credence to what you're saying about Darius kind of like being outside of the show. Because I always thought that like Darius is going to be the one. Like my crazy fan theory is that Darius knows that he's in the show.
He's the Deadpool of the Atlanta.
Yeah.
I think he is the devil. I think he is something like that, though.
Hopefully, won't get the stream pulled down. It's a short one. Let's see.
That was crazy, man. This shit happened so fast. As humans, we're always close to destruction. Life itself is but a series of close calls.
Okay, so I'm going to pause it right there. As humans, we're always close to destruction. Life itself is just a series of close calls. As he's like stacking these, salt and pepper shakers.
I mean, how would you know you were alive unless you knew you could die?
And how would you know you were alive unless you knew that you could die, right? So that always true.
Real quick.
We got red and white.
Do you see the red and white sign right over Paperboy's shoulder there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, sorry.
Highlights.
Back to you, Nine. Yep.
But yeah, Darius has been chock full of these types of little references and just like little sayings that kind of stick with us, but are not really clear. Maybe this will add some more context to what Darius is, like who he is to the group, if he's if he's a moderator, if he knows that they're in a show, or I don't know. I'm rambling right now. Back to you, Film Age.
That's great. I'd never thought of the show concept. Like this could be all a Truman Show type of thing, too. Is that could easily be done. But with Darius, there's another moment where it's when they get their first big break, where that white woman like hears the song on the radio and she makes that video reading the lyrics.
It's funny enough. Her name is Blair Buse. We actually interviewed her, and she was so great.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, I mean,
so funny.
Right. Yeah. I wanted to get her back on the show, but I don't know what time it would fit right with all of this craziness. But
would have been episode 2. It would have been episode 2.
There's a lot of
I'm going to be
go back and redo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but in that episode, they're at a bar and they cut to Darius randomly, and Darius grabs his chest and looks like he's been shot, and he's like, "I feel everything." and then just cuts away. And I'm like, and then that's when the whole he doesn't experience time in the right way, so he could be experiencing his death.
I see one right there.
And
this kind of fits in. I put it up here because it kind of fits in with like what we're talking about, right, Meow?
Right, Meow?
Oh yeah, that could be it too.
That's really interesting. I like that one.
But also,
that's a good one.
We might get like still the Darius is dead. Something happened to Darius. Darius is.
Well, yeah, it's too weird that in that promo that he is the only one in a red and white tracksuit and everybody else is in their own stuff. Everything is turning into red and white stripes, but he's the only one in that getup.
Yeah, and he came in with the invisible car.
And he came in with the shit. Yeah, that's right.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Shout out Jason Simon. Our
Marcus
good friend.
The Rock for everyone around him. Oh, I think he's talking about Eric is talking about Al right now. True, he's often the Rock for everyone around him. Earn economically, Darius spiritually, his fans as some sort of savior for the rap game. Al's resolution to his purpose in life is going to happen right before the gun goes off. That ends him. Oof.
I still think that Al's not going to die. I think Al's going to go to jail. Because I think a worse fate for Al isn't death; it's losing everything he's built up.
But like
you've been saying that for a while.
For jail for what though? You know, like I just don't understand what he would actually. Would it be something that's kind of like impending? Like we know he's done something in his past, but you know we've seen Al how he acts in jail. It's like a walk in the park for Al when he's in jail.
Well, Europe jail.
Would that be? When he was episode 2, when he was just kicking it with Earn,
he was there for like 30 minutes and then he left.
I mean, he was just clowning it or whatever, but like, you know.
Okay, so the guy he shot never came forward, but they did arrest him for a shooting, but the victim never said anything. So what if the victim decides, oh, now you're famous? Well, now I'm gonna rat on you.
Yeah, that could be a thing.
That could be a thing.
Al's also getting more and more paranoid right now, so I could see him carrying a gun around and shooting someone again. But this time it's just like some innocent bystander or something. Like he thinks it's someone that's like out to get him, but it's not. And Al shoots the guy and then just goes down for it.
Okay. I can see that.
See, oh man, I'm my mind's going in so many different directions. Like I thought I was rewatching it again today, and like I just caught a joke that just went past me that I didn't even like. Remember when Darius trades the sword for the dog and whatever, and trade up, and then he gets paid in season 2. Earn is just like, wow, everybody loves dogs. And then the next episode, Michael Vick is in there and he foot races him, and I'm just like, wow, dude.
Right. Yeah.
Y'all are nuts, bro. What the fuck?
You're doing all right. Yeah, it's just a really good hustle.
It was awesome. I laughed for like 20 minutes because I'm like, bro, I've seen this shit so many times and it never registered. And it's just, but
in regards to Darius,
that changes
it does. Yeah.
His balls got crushed. That changes your inhibitions. That might be why he's in a coma still. I don't know.
We got. We still don't know what happened to Earn after that shooting because he did have a gun on him. And then they arrested him for weed. So what did he do with the? I guess he just put it back in the glove box.
I always
guess they took the gun from him.
I always assumed Darius went away with it or something.
Exactly. I always interpreted that like because Darius wasn't in jail with them, right? So I figured that like, he got the fuck out of there and got all the sticks or whatever, and you know, did his thing. So
yeah, he was getting rid of them while the cops came, and like so he wasn't there when the cops got them. That's kind of what I assumed in my head.
I didn't even.
It's hard to hear. Absolutely. I got you.
Good call on that one. That's a really good thing for us to know. Thank you.
Okay, Chris. So, what is your next? Not like if those were the craziest ones, what are the most sort of more real ones that you think are going to be happening, or like I think my question to you, even before we get there, is like, what's up with white and red? Like, you do film, you do like what is the purpose for like those like not in the know of like what do colors mean and symbolism and stuff like that in movies?
I haven't gone that far because I'm afraid that's gonna have answers. I just like living because I realized because it hit me now, like getting ready and all this. Like time was just moving fast, and I was just on my feet all day because I was just like, wow, I'm actually going to talk to people who like this show, who love this show. And it's sad because I just now discovered Reddit, and going on and like posting shit and having that interaction. I'm like, man, this is some bullshit. I should have found this shit out. And it goes with the whole boomer aesthetic with my camera setup. But
Just now discovered.
the red and white was just something that
Yo, Zan, you it sounded like you got something for us really quick.
Darius and the coma.
Yeah.
What if it wasn't Tupac that died in that episode? What if that was Darius?
It was Darius.
Bro.
That could be
Darius. He knew that it was Tupac. Or something.
What would be amazingly tragic is Ern is in the coma. And he wakes up.
Yeah.
And he's back at square one.
Like
he doesn't
which is why he keeps waking up every season except for this one. He hasn't woken up from this season yet.
Yeah.
And in the season.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
interesting.
If we're gonna do wake up, we're gonna wake up all the way back to
season 1
college.
Oh, going even further back.
Oh,
all the way back to him waking up in college. Probably the day
that he got kicked out.
No, not the day he got kicked out. The day he was going to leave his suit jacket with that girl. He has wakes up. We see that. We get to that day, and then like she's like, "Hey, can I hold your suit? I can hold it for you." He's like, "Nah, that's okay."
And then we see him in the suit. We see him in the suit. We never see him in the suit. He talks about how awesome he looked in. And that's the last thing. Is that
gonna be red and white?
Hey, he could be on the red carpet. It could do a smash cut, him walking out in his suit of college in the suit and him getting out of a limo to like a red carpet and just, waving. That would be cool. That would be happy. I want it to be happy, but I don't think it's going to be happy.
Well,
I think
that's the thing, though, because Atlanta keeps subverting our expectations. None of us see a happy ending coming.
Right.
So
expectations will be subverted, yeah.
Also, frankly, something that Atlanta could do, because it's just the way they are, they could just have not happy, not sad, just like people going off and living normal lives like you would normally expect. But since it's a show, we wouldn't see that coming. And that's how they get us.
Oh, that would be bold, man. That would be.
I actually, I really
this one.
like this one. And almost being killed. Let's see here. Start. I could see after Al being totally done with all of this after going to Blue Blood's funeral, his YWA dying. I haven't fully formed this theory, but it could see Al maybe like faking his death instead of dying. And then, sorry, these are moving fast. And almost being killed, I somehow feel like Blue Blood's funeral. Oh, Jesus.
Changed him in a very significant way.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good one. Just being done with it all, because we know that Al is always unhappy with where he is, like he told Wiley in season 3 that he really never like set out to be a rapper.
Right.
And we never actually knew what Al wants out of life, right? And I think with Ern and Van, like their motivations are kind of linear. Like, I mean, at least with Ern, like he's now successful and now he wants to get his family right or do whatever. Van wants more out of her life than just being seen as, Lottie's mom She wants to, try different things and not just be, second player to earn.
Right.
And Darius, we got our theories for Darius, but Al, he's achieved, all of his dreams, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
They said he did an arena tour, which is fucking crazy, right? He's like
Right.
Bad Bunny in this bitch, right? So, like, he's
I want
going
to shout.
crazy.
I want to shout this out right here. Speaking of Blue Blood, who else been cranking that Earl Sweatshirt song? Producer Terry has been putting us on. As soon as he found it on YouTube, he put it out there. Also, shout this one out. Y'all fuck with Blue Blood.
I mean, he's no Yodel boy, but whatever.
He's pretty good though.
Yeah, do you think we're going to get another Blue Blood reference by the end of this?
It's not out of the realm of possibility. Clark County. Somebody did ask too earlier in the comments about Clark County. Obviously, we got a reference in season 3 that he's not with us anymore. R.I.P.
What's funny is that in the first episode of season 2, they go when they follow the kids in that apartment complex. One of them says that he saw Clark County at Atlantic
Clark
Station.
County. Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, that's clever. And there's red and white in there too, because they're playing FIFA and the soccer team is red and white. And then,
what? Chris, what?
Yeah.
What?
But
what
yeah, no. But yeah, so yeah, that I guess the red and white thing I just started to notice. It started to be small, but then they started to do big things with it, like draw attention to it.
Right.
Like I thought, like for like the 3 slaps, there was one point where there's no red through most of it, and then you see a little bit in the background, a little bit of red and white, just enough, and I don't even know what it is. Then immediately it cuts from that scene to them, like to him with the free hug sign on, and there's a tarp with red and white stripes on it. And I'm like, oh shit.
Whoa.
That 3 Slaps episode, did you guys catch that Easter egg that someone found?
Shit.
Which one?
Someone found there is in the 3 Slaps episode when he's looking at the newspaper or whatever of him like hugging the cops, right? In the editorials.
Oh, the play of the lady?
For unmoved like chocolate production is like in there and like gives a whole synopsis for the chocolate production. I'll try to pull that up here. Like, oh my god, that is so.
That's a good cut.
For so long.
So we know that that episode at least of the one-offs was
set in the real world.
Set in real world.
Set in Atlanta. I keep telling people Atlanta is a character itself and not a city. We're talking about the world that they live in. The world they live in Atlanta. And these one-off episodes were world building for us, letting us know kind of like the rules of what goes down in their world of Atlanta.
Let me ask you this:
like Justin Bieber's black in their world. That's what it's telling you.
But do you think? Terry, what about the reparations episode though?
That happened. That happened in.
That's because they would have referenced it somehow during this season 4, right? That I
feel like it would have been brought up. Like I don't know.
I feel like him getting the luggage switched and everything was our reference of kind of cementing it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If it's like an everywhere,
and of course Black Panther
all at once type of situation.
Yeah.
That's crazy that like it's lighting up. The last episode of Atlanta is going to come out the day before Black Panther 2 comes out. Like all of these, they have been able to hit the mark so crazily in this. I don't know. And I don't know.
Lorenz Tate.
I'm gonna it really doesn't care in this movie.
I really hope that. I need both of them in here.
This is awesome, guys.
I don't know. So it
great.
says his name is Robert Paulson. Who's Robert Paulson?
It's
Fight
Meatloaf's,
Club.
it's Meatloaf's character in Fight Club.
Fight Club.
Oh,
In death, members of Project Mayhem have a name.
Yeah.
His name was Robert Paulson.
His name was Robert Paulson. He's just
How did-
over and over again.
All right, so we need some more. Was that your final crazy
No,
theory
I
that you
hope
got
it
there,
No,
Chris?
no. There's I have so many. It's insane. It's insane. It's ridiculous. I look like an insane. It's like a manifesto. You
Yeah.
Okay.
you see it, and it's like I'm putting together a video. It's going to be a long analysis of everything that I've had, walking through my stupid monkey brain when it was like at the beginning of this show, like, oh yeah, this is just going to be like Boys in the Hood or Massive Society. I can't wait. I have those notes all the way back then, and then the Justin Bieber was like, whoa, what's this? Hey, whoa, invisible car. What's go? And then Teddy Perkins, dude.
Teddy Perkins.
I saw Teddy Perkins before Darius, because he walks in and he's in the shadows like a vampire, and I'm like, is that a dude? No, that's not a dude. No, nope. And then he's just there. He just comes in.
Make that episode.
And then you see all the facial features come in with it, and you're like, is that? No, that's not Donald. No, that's someone else. Who is that? And then you just get this whole backstory of this made up, and then it's just, dude, I'm having fun, guys. Thank you for this.
Yeah,
fun.
man. Dude, thank you. So I want to point out something we got in the chats here. Venison, I hope I'm saying that right. That happened, but in a future Atlanta. I think he's referencing the reparations episode.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a really good theory.
What also kind of seals that for me is because when in Ern's psych, when he's going to therapy in a psych session, he's talking about like how they were trying to get on board to take the flight to his Princeton speech, and he mentions that like, oh, they're still trying to find our luggage because he couldn't get on the plane. And then my dog had there's a luggage switch up. Other Ern with Whitey, who blew his brains
I didn't
out.
Did he really say that in that episode? In that therapy episode?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. I was just thinking, man, that post-credit scene could be, because I was looking at the time of that first episode when he wakes up, in the second, it's December 2nd. Right. And then when he gets the bag, the guy's just like, you traveled March or May.
It was May something or other, yeah.
This guy's a genius. This guy's a genius.
And here's the thing: we know that the travel time that they were in the whole Europe season 3 started December 2nd and it ends January, I think 9th or 11th, one of the two. Because we see Van's phone and it says that day on on the Tarare episode. So it would make sense. Like now that we hear this reference of Ern saying we were going to travel and it was, let's make pretend it was May that's what the dude said. Did you try to travel between May And he's like, yeah, but I already got my bags back, right? So that sort of sets us up for a time frame of when the reparations episode could have been occurring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the chat, Kevin Daly, Teddy Perkins' watershed episode. I didn't realize it was Donald Glover at the time. He went full method. Kevin, I don't know how much you look into these things, but he went more method than you think. He didn't break character even when they were taking breaks for like lunch and stuff. He was freaking everyone out on set, and some of the people on set didn't even realize it was him either.
Yeah, it was funny. He tells this story. I forget which interview it is, but he was just like, I was dressed up in character, and he's like, I was Teddy Perkins, and he's like, and he's like, some guys in the crew were throwing a football, and I had them throw the football at me, and he's like, and I would stumble and be like, oh, sorry.
Here,
because I thought he was a real person.
Since Brian Tyree Henry is queer, it would be amazing to see that reference in the show. I actually have not.
I don't think I knew that.
I didn't know
I didn't know
Brian
that.
Tyree Henry
Man,
was queer.
I would go for it, but the internet would go in fucking sane. Can we like acknowledge all the terrible comments we saw on Facebook and
God.
Oh yeah, it was super bad.
3-second kiss. It was just like,
oh my
they
god,
people did not like that shit.
Like, are you guys, it's not that bad. Like you guys,
I didn't see any of those comments.
They did that. We're
talking our
they
previous
can't handle that.
the previous video. So the episode, what was the episode called? Not the work ethic one, the one right after that.
Crank
That killer. Yeah.
On that video, somebody had commented because of the scene with Darius and Ern kissing, like that they weren't going to watch Atlanta anymore.
Yeah,
and
multiple people have commented. What the fuck?
So
it's
slide
been
on
pretty
us, it was a slide on the show.
It's been pretty disappointing from the fan base a little bit, from like how that people reacted towards that. But you know what? I don't even want to bring attention to it because it doesn't even need debate. Like y'all dumb. Like I'm not going to debate with someone who's dumb like that.
I will say, I believe,
with it,
right?
Piss people off.
I mean, bro. But I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, Iman. I saw you mentioning that earlier in the chat too. While I think that would be really fun, and I think it'd be an interesting way for them to go, I just don't. The way they've built the character of Al, I just don't see them making him queer in this show. I mean, just there's been no hints, you know.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Like Darius is definitely like pansexual or I don't know. Yeah. I'm not going to go through and like guess everyone's sexual orientation. But let's see here.
What I will say about this season as a whole, I think it should be called the petty season, because I think it's both making fun of the fan base of Atlanta while at the same time giving us great show. Like I can see why a goof who sat by the door was like there, because Donald was like, yo, we're gonna make all these episodes and people are gonna probably not like them, but we're gonna make this one and we're gonna just be like, we're gonna make you love the standalone episode type of show.
Yeah.
And
third most popular episode, by the way.
Yeah, I wanted to bring up the goof that's
sat by the door.
Because at the end of that, like, there is a possibility that he may have faked his own death also, right?
Yeah.
And that may tie into that Al theory that we heard or we saw in the chat. Al faking, right here. Al faking his own death. Yeah. So
that's interesting.
Who knows if, and we know that like he's the one that had the goofy hat on, and him going further and further.
Yeah. Oh my god!
Yes.
It says Atlanta, Mr. Chocolate's magnum opus. It's what he's been writing on his piano. He's been hiding because he heard the hate from his own people. Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
that's a good one. And check out his follow-up
theory right there. I love that one.
That's
let me
and he's every character just like Van was. Yeah.
That's went by quick. I wanted to bring attention to this. This was actually reposted by Atlanta FX. So honored that everyone's liking the posters I made for the show. The Kirkwood Chocolate movie poster Easter egg from season 3, episode 1, 3 slaps, and there it is right there. So it would have been,
wow.
You know, she's
oh wow,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's right there.
This whole time
was so sick. Unmoved. Film of the year, probably won an Oscar.
Dude, I really want to hear what Tyler has to say about
this right here is very interesting.
Is the other side of Thomas
Mr.
Washington.
Mr. Chocolate is
yeah, dude. Yeah, man.
I do actually like that. Yeah,
I like
that. Like kind of like the flip, the parallel to it.
Yeah. Interesting. I'm not mad at that theory.
Did you catch? I forgot. I don't know if they the journalists in that episode referred to the riots as something. Not, she didn't say riots. Everybody else did. She referred to it as the riots. No, like the event or the movement or the something. Like I for a minute I thought they were kind of like using the LA riots as kind of like their own fictional something that happened that wasn't connected to Rodney King, but then they dropped Rodney King. But I don't know. For whatever reason, I just latched onto that because she used a specific word and it sounded. I was like, oh, that sounds almost like a dystopian type of thing, like
some sort of weird verbiage, like some sort of buzzword instead of riot.
Yeah.
Rodney King riots.
Okay, I think I might have heard it different.
I have to go back and see.
Yeah.
I wanted to.
Bring up that one. I want.
Thank you. Yeah. We have.
Let's name some instances because I've already got like all the
Woods episode.
The Woods episode at the very
first episode of season 3. The 2 chicks, all the chicken thighs. The girls that were in his, they were the ones that were in his hotel freaking out. Yep.
I'm about to have a French.
Can we say it? Can I say it? The N-word bitch thing. Yeah, the 2 girls from that. Yeah. They were fighting.
Yeah.
From the first season,
and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's racist."
From the first season, when he's in the club episode, he's literally hollering at a girl, and
he's mad.
He's like, "I hung out with you all night. Like, what did you thought we were gonna be together or something?"
Yeah,
so we know that
definitely
also
a male thing to get mad about.
Also in season 2, episode 1, him and Darius have like a little tiff, but it's funny because there's a moment where Ern is just like, I think he calls her Tiffany or something, and she's just like, "Who's that?" "I'm Heather" or something. And she's just like, every time I see you, I'm just like, But that was meant to be like, I guess, a girl that's hanging out with Al, So there's been so many instances that
in the club episode, he's trying to get all the girls in there with the free rosé.
That's what I just referenced that one. Yeah.
I should probably listen better.
So we got we actually covered this on the just earlier in this stream. That it could be, but I'm now leaning a bit more thanks to Film Age that it is not just a dream, it is a simulation. That is actually a better through line right here. Now there is another big problem here because of course we only have 13 likes, but we have close to 40 people watching right now. So how about y'all get in there?
Everybody's just so excited to watch us, they forget to like, and it's okay.
They forget to
just click that button. It's
what I did before we move on. I actually haven't not watched this new trailer for tomorrow night's episode. So how about we do that, and we can maybe theorize on that one. Let's see.
All right. Don't forget to throw the captions on.
Oh yeah, we've got some fans that want some caps.
Ooh.
Now these things, there ain't no bedtime story. They will
Okay.
stop until they destroy everything you have. You gotta kill them before they kill you.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay. That's pretty intense, huh?
Wow.
That's pretty intense. So what were they talking about?
I'm thinking wild hogs.
That's what I said before you got here.
Yep.
Yeah. Wild pigs.
Okay.
I was going wild pigs.
Wild pigs.
So if you notice,
so I was kind of like confused about why you were saying wild hogs. I was like,
Well,
All
you got to
right.
get them before they
But-
get you. You got to
Yeah.
hunt them. You can use machine guns. The door in the shed, like the bottom part of it. It's not like
Yeah.
somebody like walked up and like beat the top of it. It's the bottom part of it is broken in. And they've been known to like ravage land like all across Texas.
Yeah,
And so I imagine anywhere where there's a lot of woodlands and stuff.
They're basically nationwide, but the South has them the worst.
Yeah.
All over the South.
And they're fucking brutal, man.
So Atlanta, Georgia, having them in the woods, I was like,
It's not far-fetched.
Pigs.
Okay.
And then he said, like, it's not, what was it, no fairy tale? So I'm thinking 3 Little Pigs.
I was
knew I
thinking
wasn't-
Lion King, Pumbaa.
Yeah,
I
just
knew I
any kind
wasn't
of pig
tripping.
related fairy tale. I was like, yeah, pig.
I thought it was a wolf. I thought it was a big bad wolf. And then he said,
Oh, that.
Well, yeah, see, it is Big Bad Wolf, but we're thinking about the pigs instead.
pigs
But
and
it could,
stuff.
if it's a wolf, it could be it's an outdoor creature.
I don't know. I
All
think
right,
pig makes more sense. I think wolf wouldn't have been that low on the door.
So
okay.
now, you know, I know that it may sound kind of weird with our like whole color theory vibe. You know, we're talking about colors or whatever. So this is the trailer
That's right.
for just to give more context. This is the trailer.
Uh-huh.
We gotta,
Looks like you got a safe farm.
It's called a safe farm.
By the way, what are
Like-
State Farm's colors?
Oh, red and white.
Red and white?
Oh, oh my God.
Okay, so hold on. Because we're talking about colors here. This is the trailer for this next episode. And then this is the Woods episode.
Yeah, he's wearing the same thing.
Yeah,
The same
same exact thing.
same exact thing, basically. So let's not get it twisted here. I do think that there is a importance to the colors, to what we can expect or extrapolate from them. Or they're trying to mentally put it in context with us that, you know, these visuals do make sense. All of this is intentional.
That's right. That's right. Giovanni, you got it, man. That's what we're saying here.
We lose our producer.
Producer Terry,
Oh.
he was saying he had
Yeah,
something
oh,
going
there
on
he
with
is.
his phone.
There
He's
he is.
back.
Okay, there he is.
Producer Terry, you missed that our boy Al is wearing the same jacket in this
Yeah, I
episode,
got
same
it.
sweater. Oh, okay. Perfect.
But yeah, as soon as I saw that, I was like, "Oh, this is the woods again." Stay out of these goddamn woods.
It's the same goddamn thing. Might make the Almost Man might make a appearance again.
I hope so, because we didn't really get like any good resolution on.
And I also thought that was his, I thought that was his dad too.
A manifesto.
We all
I
did,
thought
right?
that was
Exactly. That's why I want the resolution so we can like. Have we ever gotten what his dad's name
No.
could be?
We haven't gotten
No,
anything
we-
about his dad.
We just the homeless gentleman was named Wally,
Wally.
and the closest we got was Wiley in season 3 of that white kid who we were like, that kid's weird.
So I guess it's safe to say that we're not going to get a resolution of Socks. That's just going to live in the universe.
I hate Socks so much.
I hate him so much.
I don't have subtitles.
No, man. Come on, let me get you some money. You can't go to dance without the money, boy.
I feel
It
like
sounds
that
like
is
such a parental line.
Let old Wally,
you want some money?
let old Wally help you
Oh,
out.
you need some money.
Yeah, you want some chapstick? Take some chapstick.
This is going to be tomorrow night's episode. where we
You
can
could always
see-
use chapstick.
Yeah, we can definitely extrapolate that. He's definitely going to be having a little bit of a Woods moment for sure.
Also, this pause right. The singular chair on the Atlanta season 4 trailer that we've seen since the inception of them releasing trailers. We'd always talked about this. I know me, you, Terry, and Nine or Jeff. We all talked about seeing just the singular chair instead of the couch. Right, that we
It's not
so
the couch
know
anymore. It's just the.
it's not the couch; it's a singular
one.
chair.
Oh,
one that.
It kind of looks, the one who's under the simulation or in the simulation or in the coma. looking over Atlanta. Look at that.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Lives.
But
You know what?
also
Look,
like interpreted that like as us being the ones on the couch too,
Oh.
like, because we're like watching
Good
the
one.
city of Atlanta. But I'm not sure.
Mario. So something we keep talking about is we keep thinking someone's going to die, but there's one chair. What if out of the 3 characters, 2 of them died and only one's left alive?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it could be a
That's a
thing.
possibility too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think.
Was
I
he
think that.
singing the same song?
I didn't catch that.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay, I got to look
Now,
at
So-
You got some homework
Yep.
to do later.
because
Right?
we know these like apparitions appear to him, like Lorraine in episode 8, season 3.
Right.
And then I
old
do
New
think that
Jazz.
they are parallels to his parents.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that it could go because with the synth music, I got like a slasher vibe from this. Do you think that the pig is going to be like this red herring, and like what actually is going to happen is Al runs into like some deliverance type people that are in Atlanta, and he has to escape some
Oh my gosh.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre type stuff. Because there's one scene where he's crawling on a tiled floor, and I'm like, that looks like a slaughterhouse or like a
Right.
butcher.
Yeah. Slasher house right there, man.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I'm like,
it definitely feels like a Halloween episode almost.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
If,
100%.
Yeah, if the Crank Dad episode wasn't supposed to be like a creepy Halloween episode, then this is definitely like
This
the
one for sure will
spooky
put you in the mood.
episode,
Yeah, 100%. Oh, man. Jesus.
Okay,
all
we
right.
need some crazy theories from Reddit. What do we got?
yeah.
Yeah, I'll look through Reddit. Also, you're watching this, drop your craziest theories in the comments below.
Terry, we haven't heard from you. What crazy theories do you got?
I am still on that Darius is the one to get shot at the end of this season. And
Holy shit.
I'm still with that one.
Yeah, because isn't there an interview where he's talking, where Don Glover and his brother are talking, and it's like it was like in the beginning with the first 2 episodes they did a premiere, and he's on stage and he's just like, we kind of went to the writers' room like, I was like, guys, we got to write at like Darius could die, guys, like we got to be able to write stuff like that. So.
I think they're at South by Southwest when they did that interview. They're talking about. I know exactly which one you're talking about.
I think I was very sad I was not at that.
Yes, we live here in Austin. I don't know why we didn't go.
One year I'm not involved with South by Southwest.
Right.
9 years.
Yeah, I'm not.
All the people that run the Paramount, I could have been up there asking questions.
Oh god! You could have gotten them on our podcast.
Damn it, Terry.
we weren't ready yet. We weren't yet. So it wasn't ready.
So Ty Griffith in the chat has got a good theory here.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
Bottom one. Deep cut. Al's dad was a homeless vet. Went crazy. Would give reasoning for Al being junior ROTC in uniform as a kid.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Ty, man, good job.
It's a very good theory,
That's a good theory. I like that.
Solid.
So I don't have a crazy theory. I just have a sincere.
He's like, I'm just crazy.
Wish. I wish. Where's White Earn?
Well, he's dead.
Earn?
Earn? Yeah, White Earn's super duper dead, buddy.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah, he did it to himself.
Him's dead.
White turn.
I'm just hoping in the last episode we see the dog with Texas on him again.
Oh,
yeah.
Kind of like the harbinger of death or some shit,
Yeah.
What about the Nutella sandwich guy?
I need some Ahmad
okay.
White.
Yeah.
So here's my theory with Ahmad White. I'm piggybacking off your theory. Earn's not the one running the simulation. Ahmad is.
That could be.
It would make so much sense for Ahmad White to be like the god of this simulation.
Another moderator or something.
Do you want to? Do you want to be as wise as a baby dolphin?
Like seriously, like what if it was like eat this sandwich was like get out the simulation.
That was the red pill. Yeah,
red pill. Yeah. But I did not.
Don't die, Chris. Stay alive.
We can't
Don't
save
choke
you,
on the
Chris.
Mickeys. Yeah.
Well, that's crazy. You guys are in Austin. I'm in San Antonio, so.
Oh shit,
dude! I was there last week, and I was working Big Texas Comic-Con.
Oh damn! Awesome.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Now,
Small
I did want to
world.
bring in some more theories because as we all know, we went over this episode trailer, but it's called Andrew Wyeth. Alfred's World, right?
Yes.
And this is Andrew Wyeth's painting Christina's World. Oops.
Shout out to Austin.
If I need to
What's up, Catalina?
So
now shit.
What
my God.
I know is that what I know for sure is that Westworld, I'm a huge Westworld fan. Dolores' character in Westworld was actually very much influenced by this exact painting. So I thought it was very cool, like it going with the whole like simulation theory or whatever. But Andrew Wyeth, let's see, 1948 painting.
Oh, nicely done, Kevin.
Absolutely. Ain't gonna let anybody slip. Dude,
taking all your money for the credit cards. Yeah.
You just see the back of his head and his waves, just from he just turns around.
He just closes the laptop.
But like also this is a
so hard too when he talks if it really is Tracy. Like he just has like the widest professional about it. I was like, I hope he comes, which is so hard for him.
Just like the architect in the Matrix.
And
shit. Vis-a-vis. Let's see here. But like in Arthur C. Clarke's novel 2001: A Space Odyssey, Christina's World is one of the two paintings that are hanging on the living room wall of an elegant anonymous hotel suite.
Oh my God, it is.
It's transported after passing through a stargate. And just the mention of like different portals and gateways that we had in these oh
my God, all the doorways.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And then just kind of like have that. It's been like Christina's World has been a very big influence to a more sci-fi element, or it's Dolores in Westworld, Space Odyssey, part of Oblivion. Like if you're going to have all of like a lot of sci-fi just kind of like pulls from just this one painting. So I think it really is saying something that it is Andrew Wyeth.
Andrew Wyeth.
Yeah, Andrew Wyeth, Alfred's World. Yeah.
Instead of what was it? The painting was called
Christina's World.
Okay.
By Andrew Wyeth. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm just going to be bringing in all of these little. Yeah, I mean, we got an invisible car in this motherfucker. So, like, they definitely modding this bitch out. So, who knows?
Interesting.
People just hacking it.
Mm-hmm.
What does
put that one up?
Yeah. What does Reddit have to say about some crazy theories?
I haven't.
Do we have any crazy theories on Reddit?
I'm not seeing anything in the Discord.
Okay.
I have gotten this up. I can play this clip for us just to say RIP Takeoff.
I thought y'all grew, man. We the Migos.
Yeah. The whole Migos. Wait.
R.I.P. Takeout, man. That's crazy, man.
We miss you, Takeout.
Come on now. Come on.
Don't be doing all that.
I think they ordered some white rice.
Yeah, who ordered the white rice? God damn it.
Oh my god. That dude was my favorite character. Like the way he just responds to stuff. Well, white guy,
He got
it's a mouse.
But yeah.
Do you think?
I don't
Do
know.
you think
Like, you
that?
guys can carry this?
Do you think that this was like that episode is like Donald Glover telling us like Hulu and Disney wanted us to do this like Bigfoot dance, dog and pony show type shit, but what we really want to do is this shooting sequence that had Goofy, you know, like what if we see the equivalent of what the Goofy movie was supposed to be, but with Atlanta?
Oh, that's a good point. Actually, that's a really good one.
Because the first thought that I thought on the promotion of with that red and white stripe promo is you see that box of cereal of the coconut O's, and then you look at the commercial and it's police brutality, and I'm like, oh shit, Ern had a gun on him. I'm like, what if something were? But then I'm like, you know, it could be just a sign to watch that episode or something, or I don't know, you know. But
that's so interesting.
do you think that's what it could be? Him telling us that we're going to be getting some dark stuff or some
it's like almost
stuff?
now I'm thinking like, what if he runs BAN Network? Like, what if that's the tie-in? Like,
what if that's a simulation that's running everything? Banned.
Right. Like, what if this we see the story about this dude, and then we see a callback in like the last episode or this next something about where like the person who runs BAN Network is actually secretly, you know, Thomas Washington. Like, oh my goodness.
What's crazier is that this other the other
Dion. We played that. Shout out to Dion because he's actually the one that put me on to that post about Mr. Chocolate. The chocolate production.
The news.
So thank you very much for sharing that, Dion.
Dion.
Journey to the Bone, published writer.
Oh, that's a good other one of my favorites. But no, like I forgot. I lost track of what I was saying.
I was saying like that Thomas Washington could be the actual person that's running BAN, and that would be so crazy if that is the case. It's an outlandish theory, but we're talking all kind of crazy theories. Dion also too. You out there? Go ahead and drop some. Drop some theories.
Yeah,
I also want to point this. I like this one because I was thinking about this today. It was all a dream. Can we expect to hear Juicy Biggie Smalls? Hopefully. But also there's another Biggie like sort of like reference. It's the name of the album of Yodel Boy's album. What is it? Is it Born to Die?
Yeah.
So that reminds me of Ready to Die, right? Like that was Biggie's album. So like I immediately thought of that album as soon as so I was like, is there two Biggie references in this season? If we saw Tupac die last season, is there a Biggie reference tie-in this season? I don't really know, but like I started thinking about that.
If Al gets to his cabin or farm or whatever, and there's like an old Word Up magazine or something, then it's over with.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, Salt and Pepper.
Isn't one of Childish Gambino's lines? I got a penthouse on both coasts, pH balance. Like it would make sense for him to put like East Coast and West Coast in his.
Because we got Tupac in the season 3. I can see him putting in some Biggie references and
oh my.
Ty is theorying it up.
Ty came to theory today.
Yes.
Yeah, I really did. Tom was not really dead. Clark County not dead.
Oh,
yo, Blue Blood not dead. Thomas Washington, definitely not dead.
He's not dead.
He ain't dead. No one's.
But then we get our Al faking his death.
Yeah,
not dead.
Okay,
Paperboy not dead.
So I think we have some really good. Okay, hold on.
This is absolutely true, though.
I'm leaving it all to Donald and the crew. I'm okay with being wrong, but I don't see the point in trying to, if it's impossible to get it right. It is definitely impossible to get this right. I love being wrong about this show.
Yeah.
About this show, though, yeah.
Yeah, about this show, because there's something about it where it just completely subverts our expectations, and in the best way possible, right?
Yeah.
And it would almost be disappointing if we are right, you know.
I don't think I would be disappointed if one of us were right, because that means we've watched the show, we've understood what the show meant, and that we were able to get something that Donald Glover has said, that I don't like to tell people how to objectively or how to look at my art, but you interpret it how you interpret it. And if one of us was able to interpret the ending out of it, that's great.
That's rad.
That's something. But you're right. Like, and here's another theory. Here's a vanilla theory. This is just it could end like Seinfeld, with Al getting shot, everybody at his funeral, and this is when we get everybody from all the standalone episodes coming in, listening to his album, doing a scavenger hunt. It's not like Blue Blood's funeral. People actually show up. Socks is going to come back. He's going to be a skinhead now, because he's like, I don't know if I can pull off a bald look. Darius says he can, so he's going to be bald shaven, and you're just going to see everybody. You're going to see the guy at the end of Trinity to the Bone. He's going to leave his wife, and he's going to be with a black woman. He's going to be there with his son.
Yeah.
And they're just going to be there, waiting in line to see Paperboy. The dude from Rich Wigga, Poor Wigga, he's going to come back. He's going to be waiting in line.
Right?
Aaron,
What's his name?
they're all everybody we thought that was just like, the wing guy's going to come back. The one who just, don't let me down, man.
Don't let me down.
He's gonna be the first in line, because he's like, yo, he went out like
what
that.
I'll do. I don't know
what I do
if you let me down. Don't let me down.
That was like, put me on. It's like, you see, I'm trying to talk to Paperboy.
And that's where Zan's gonna come back too, taking a picture with the casket and everything. Like, what's up, Zan? I'm here at Paperboy's funeral. He was in my car one time delivering pizza.
He was making TikToks with each other.
But you did bring up another point. I was thinking, like, what if there was a scavenger hunt in this season? Like, what if there's like a secret, like, 11th episode or something?
I think there is.
What if there's a secret 11th episode, and we just have to we just gotta
keep
all the pieces together. There's like the QR code. I've been so mad about that QR code.
I saw
was
that,
like on
man.
the dude arm on when he's doing the scavenger hunt in episode 1. I was like, I need to piece this together. Like, I know that QR code has to go to somewhere, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Man, what if this is all one big scavenger hunt? Every one of these episodes sort of has a little tidbit.
Yes, it is, because the newspaper is a perfect example of it. Like, that's the scavenger hunt, and it's like, I don't mean to throw shade at anybody who's watching Atlanta. I appreciate everybody who does a review, everybody, but there's just one brother, man. I love him. I love everybody who reviews it. I love his opinion.
Yeah, NineNerdYards is pretty great.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Episode 6 coming soon. Apparently.
Oh,
he said NineNerdYards pretty great. Yeah.
But he went off on last week's episode in a way that was just like, he's like, this is this episode, this 3 episodes left, and you give us this that has no meaning to it, that has nothing to it, and it's just
like, the meaning.
That's kind of blasphemous. That's kind of
blasphemous. It is. It is.
I don't know. I feel like it added a lot. Even though, but I do understand that point where a lot of people were upset about just even having anthology episodes in in season 3, whereas in the last 3 episodes we're getting a anthology episode again. I could see where I understand where people had mixed reviews for that one, but I love that episode. I was about to like skip ahead and just do a video on that episode before I do 6 and 7, but
right.
I can't do that to y'all. I won't do that to y'all.
So I have a question, and it's something that I'm gonna like I said, I'm putting in a video. I'm trying to word it right. They brought it up in this season, but it's just like, do you think that like the demographic that Atlanta was aiming for were like the millennials, the 90s babies, the people that grew up with all the hood movies of the 90s, the Menace to Society, the Boys in the Hood,
music,
all that. The music of the 2000s, all the whole lifestyle. And it's just like they did that in order to cast the net, get everybody in. And then Donald Glover was like, I want to open, like, I want to be able to give an experimental, surreal take for people of color. Because like one of the things that not really annoyed me, but was kind of weird and peculiar is when he said that Atlanta was a Twin Peaks but with rappers. And I love Twin Peaks. I'm a huge fan of Twin Peaks. Love it so much. But it's just like when he said that, David Lynch was 69 years old, and we're in 2016, and it's like we don't have our David Lynch yet. You know, we don't have that, and it's just like. And I looked at, and I think Donald Glover was trying to give us something different, something where it's not some David Ayer film where all his Mexican characters are these characters and thugs and all these just demoralizing portrayals of us. And then because of music, because of how it's been marketed to everybody, because rap is awesome, like because Boys in the Hood's awesome, John Singleton's awesome. It's just like it's shoehorned like entire cultures into these things. And now that the fan base who grew up with all those things now see this show and see that it has roots in all that stuff that all of us grew up with, but then it veers right in a direction that nobody was expecting. And now people are like, I hate this, man. I wish it was just all in Atlanta, him just doing this and stuff like that.
Right.
Is there any is there anything there? Because like I see Power and I see Snowfall, and Snowfall is in another league because they do stuff with the camera that I can't even process. But like I just feel like it's a lack of being exposed to like David, like Twin Peaks. Like if we were to if I were to show the people like the real world equivalent of those kids in the mall that roasted Ernst Dad's hat, the opening 10 minutes of Fire Walk with Me, like they're roasting it because there's a girl in a red dress making a weird lemon face dancing. David Lynch is shouting at the top of his lungs because he has 2 hearing aids. He's a horrible actor. And it's just like, and you're just like, wow, this is accepted and loved by so many people, but like, we can't get like, oh, hey, we're going to do 3 slaps. And it's just all going to be just these isolated stories just to, you know, it's weird. It's weird. It's something that I've been,
I think that like when they're always
yes, it is.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
I prefer it over Hooters. I prefer it over Hooters.
I've learned that kind of recently, actually. That it is.
You'll see it when you're going down.
Yeah.
So I think intent is always going to be important when we even try to discuss the show, and it is one of these shows that I think is going to be standing the test of time. And I mean, it's already kind of has like a cult following, whereas I don't think that Atlanta is, it's definitely not Game of Thrones or, this huge like Breaking Bad, type of event or anything like that. But as time goes on, more people are going to appreciate it and stick with it. because of all of those reasons that you just said, right?
Yeah.
Like it may have casted a wider net on the first go, or like how it was pitched, but then the people that have kind of been like eagerly awaiting the next episode after the next episode are part of the OG foundation. Like Rolling Stones just had it in its top 9 shows of like all time, right?
Of out of 100 shows. Yeah.
It's really hard for me to actually find people around that have watched the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, but
okay, let me stop you there. But when you meet a new person and you get them to watch the show, are they not hooked on it?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Immediately.
This is the word of mouth show.
Like it takes a little bit. Like I'm like, okay, we gotta like watch the show though. You gotta actually like watch the episode and like be like, oh yeah, what happens next after this guy gets shot or whatever. Like, oh, why is that? But I watched it with people and they're like, I'm not really sure why you like the show. And I'm like, are you serious?
I can already tell by the inflection of your voice. I know the person. I can see the person in my head. I don't get
You're thinking about demographic. You're thinking about demographic, but even like I'm gonna drop it right there. I don't know if it's for everybody, but I think that it's going to definitely have a larger following as time goes on.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people do you know that just want to binge an entire show as opposed to watching it week to week, even,
Yeah,
right. Yeah. That's
more people on that binge thing where they're just waiting for shows to completely end. That's what I was trying to do with this new Game of Thrones, because I was like, man, you already burned me for 7 whole seasons. I'm not gonna get invested in this. I'm waiting till it's finally over, and everybody tells me I should watch it.
House of the Dragon is dog shit. Rings of Power is where it's at. I don't care what anybody says.
I like Rings of Power
like
a lot.
Yeah.
I actually really like Rings of Power. There's times when House of the Dragon was just a bit like gratuitous. Like I was
it feels lazy. It feels like nobody puts in any effort in the dialogue. They just put swear words. But when you're watching Rings of Power, it sounds like some.
I wouldn't dog on it that much. I don't think House of the Dragon is trash or whatever. Like I like both of them. I think Rings of Power should have got a lot more love. But
correct me if I'm wrong, but House of the Dragon crams a couple, like 5 or so decades into one season, right?
Yeah,
you're gonna have issues with any show that tries doing that.
House of the Dragon, that story is like before they fleshed it out. George R.R. Martin was he made this whole history of the Targaryens, and he made it to where these Targaryens had this war. These Targaryens died because of this war. Flesh out the story in between.
Yeah.
So he gave him like the beginning and the ending for it. So that's why they're jumping around all this.
Very Marvel writing style, huh?
D'Angelo.
Yeah, I just don't like
everyone drop
I'm D'Angelo.
Everyone drop an I am D'Angelo in the chat just so we know that you're paying
If you're here, drop an I am D'Angelo.
Oh my God.
We are D'Angelo. We are D'Angelo.
D'Angelo is going to be the one running the simulation. He's going to be shirtless.
Great. But I mean, as we're already starting to talk and veer off around another show, how about we answer one more of these questions right here? Do y'all have a favorite season in particular? Mine would be season 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Season 3.
Mine's this season, man. I am loving everything about this season so far.
Yeah. I like
Catalina. Catalina just won.
D'Angelo. We are D'Angelo. A group of network of
Ty came
people
with it
all across the nation.
We got fucking Catalina wine mixer over here messing with us.
Ty hit us with it.
We are D'Angelo. Absolutely.
Oh, that's quacktastic.
We just experienced D'Angelo, by the way, so I just want everybody to know that.
This was the D'Angelo experience for sure. But how about we close this thing out?
Let's round it out, man. Chris, thank you so much, man, for coming on. And again, like showing love on the videos, just like everybody out there, and commenting and always hitting us with your theories week by week. And I'm so glad that I think we could all line up schedules, have you on, kind of pick your brain a little bit as we got 2 more episodes to go. And I just want you to take over the show real quick and just shout yourself out where people can hit you up in the meantime if they want to talk, Atlanta or reach out to you or anything like that, man.
Okay, absolutely. You can find me on Twitter at Filmage Studios. It's the little tag there by my name, or you can go to Instagram where it's Filmage Studios as well. I have a pinned thread on my Twitter account where everything you want to know about Atlanta is there. I'm going to be making a Atlanta video on my YouTube channel, Filmage Studios. It's going to go into production as soon as the last episode airs, and I'm pretty much just going to be breaking it down and doing my best to explain what Atlanta as a whole means once I have the information. I'm also going to be making a web series. This really kicked it into high gear to get back at a project that I've been working on for a while, and it'll be nice to get to shooting and get some more weird stuff out there. So thanks, guys.
For sure. We definitely appreciate you having you on. How what are you got like a Twitter, Instagram, Facebook you prefer people to reach out to you, anything like that?
Instagram and Twitter are where you could contact me.
The handle is in the description already, I believe. So you guys can check that out there as well.
At Filmage Studios. Chris, again, we thank you for coming on. Jeff, where can people reach out to you if they want to reach out to you for all things Atlanta talk?
Well, you can try and Skype with me down Cheadle's driveway at littledickie2.com. It's because of the hackers. You can try finding me out in the real world. If you're skipping tomorrow's episode, but you're going to Cap City to see Dan Cummins, I'll see you guys there. Or you can you can try and find me on Facebook, Jeff Madel, Madl. I actually had one of our fans reach out to us. It's Tara or Tar. I'm sorry, I should have asked you the pronunciation. But she reached out to me via Messenger, just, shared a couple theories on Atlanta. It was great, and it was super fun. If any of you guys want to do that, please feel free. If you got theories that you tell me on there, I'll bring them up on the show here.
For sure. We're so glad for all the fan interaction that we get, especially, again, everything today on YouTube, everybody out there. Ty, Mario, I'm just going to read Ty, Mario, Kevin, got Lion King in here.
Disco Ball Glitter.
Iman, Disco Ball Glitter. Dion, Terry, where can people reach out to you if they want to talk all things Atlanta?
On the Instagram at terryfphotos, or better yet, just hit up Nine stuff because now I see all of it as so please, if you are on Atlanta, you worked on Atlanta, your cousin worked on Atlanta, your uncle lives in Atlanta, reach out to us. We're going to be doing more guest interviews.
Oh, and real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt. Disco Ball Glitter is Tara or Tara, however it's supposed to be pronounced. Thank you so much, Disco Ball.
Shout out to you, Disco Ball. Also, real quick, Iman, I miss your solo reviews. Nine is not stopping. These are not stopping the reviews. Oh, no. 9.
You don't have to miss them. They're not going anywhere. I'm just behind. And honestly, I have just been kind of just demotivated to write. But I have some really fire videos coming up. And on these last few that we have, I really want to go hard on them and just really just destroy it. Really just destroy these videos. I'm going to be mucking on these videos. And I know that you guys are going to be mucking with me. So, don't miss
together,
them. Guys. They're going to be coming soon. And also, is it on me? Is it on me?
Yeah. It's your time.
Yeah. So you can find my videos here on YouTube. Also hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, at NineNerdYards. But also join the Discord where almost 300 people are theorizing, talking about Atlanta, hanging out, just sharing the best memes and comments. And, you know, we got people eating chicken skin sandwiches and everything and that mixed up. Y'all just come around. Y'all just come around and hang out with us. All right?
Love it. I love it, man. Yeah.
But
everybody,
Money.
What's
Who are
that?
you?
Oh, I'm me. I'm Money Blackweather. Hi. You guys can reach out to me, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. It's all Money Blackweather. I'm always down to chat all things Atlanta, hear your favorite theories, favorite moments, anything like that. Just, again, feel free to reach out to me. Or you can find us here every Thursday, breaking down the episode as soon as it plays, about 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, give or take. So we look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow and coming down to talk about the episode. And if you hadn't seen it yet, it will be spoiler alert. So if you do rewatch it, you know, whenever, that'll probably be the move. We also, again, we want to shout out Chris. Chris, thank you so much for coming on. We've been loving doing all these interviews all throughout Atlanta. Like it's been great teamwork. So shout out to everybody here.
And for sure, like guys,
y'all are the beacon of where I go for Atlanta. Like, no joke. Like I stumbled on your channel this season, and it's been on point every time. Like, just universal thought of like, oh wow, okay, yeah, I'm not the only one that thinks like this. Huh? Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
man.
We're so glad we can all nerd out together. One big nerd family. Again, shout out to everybody in the comments. We thank everybody for tuning in. And whether you're watching this on replay, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time you're listening to this, we do appreciate you. And until tomorrow, we will see you.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.